Does this image of Christ have sheep hair? Whoa. So is the Bible wrong or is this picture wrong?
Bring it out.
The picture is wrong. You see that? Now watch this, read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
So touch your hair, sis. Touch your hair. What does that feel like? Like wool.
Bring it out.
Like wool. So what does that mean? Jesus, huh? That he's what? So Jesus is black just off of hearing in the Bible that he had woolly hair just like yours. So we're here to wake our people up and show them who they are. Hey, little sister, I got a question for both of y'all. Come here real quick. Come here real quick. Both of y'all, come here. Hey, come around over here real quick. How old are you?
14.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 11.
All right, come around here real quick. I'm gonna show y'all something, right? At 14 and 11 years old, right? Y'all go to public school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I go to private school.
Private school? Okay, so I got a question for y'all, right? In school, y'all learn about history, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all learn about American history, right? You guys learn about world history?
Check.
So throughout American history and world history, what have you been taught, whether in private school or public school, about who we are as black people?
Check.
What have you been taught?
They don't teach us about that.
Hold on, wait. Say that one more time.
They don't teach us about that.
They don't teach us nothing about who we are in the world, right? They teach world history, American history, but they don't teach us where we fit in world history or American history.
Bring it out.
That don't make no sense, do it? What have you learned about who we are in history? Nothing. And that's the truth, right? So, don't y'all think there's something wrong with that?
Yeah.
So, think about this. Arabs, you think they know who they are and what they've learned about who they are throughout history? They probably know their culture and their heritage, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about East Indians? Yeah? They dress a certain way, right? They carry themselves a certain way, right? What about Chinese people? They do, right? And if you're noticing, we're naming out all these different races, these cultures, who know who they are, right? Well, watch this. I'm gonna show y'all something. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3. All praises. Watch this, y'all. I want y'all to hear something. This is out the Bible. You probably never heard this before, but I want y'all to hear this today. All right, watch this.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3.
And when this scripture is read, I want you to think about the question I just asked y'all and thinking about us as a people. Your mom, your daddy, your granny, grandpa, everybody in your family. Does this apply to all of us collectively? Watch this.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Come on.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know, my people do not consider.
So the Bible said an ox, which is an animal, he know his homeland, right? And an ass, which is a donkey, well, read that again from the top. I want to mess that up. Watch this, y'all.
Yes, sir. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
The ox knows his owner, who he belongs to, right? And a donkey knows his homeland, right? Watch this.
But Israel doth not know.
So we're talking about two animals, and then the name of Israel comes up afterwards, which is a people. So Israel don't know who owns them. Neither does Israel know what their homeland is, right? So watch this. What this is showing is that God's people don't know who they are or who their God is.
Bring it out.
You want me to prove it? Watch this. Come around over here on this side. Look at this side right here. Come around over here, little sis. Watch this. At 14 and 11 years old, we're learning that we don't know who we are. The Bible just said it, right? That Israel do not know. And God said, my people don't even consider who they are, right? We think we're what? African American or black. You see, those are just titles. Those are not a nationality. Do you guys agree with that, little sisters? So, go read Isaiah 1 and 3 one more time. Watch this, y'all. Listen to this carefully.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know, my people doth not consider.
The Bible said that Israel, God's people, don't know who owns them. That means we don't know who our God is, right? So now, watch this. Who is this? Who? Say it loud on the mic.
Jesus.
So my young sister said this man right here is Jesus.
Teach.
Right? So remember the Bible said, my people don't consider. My people don't know who their owner is, and my people don't know what their homeland is.
Bring it out.
Right? Think about this. Every nationality on the face of this earth, they serve a God that looks like them. Right? Think about this. We as black people, we worship a God that looks completely opposite to us.
Teach.
Get out.
Does that make any kind of sense? You see what I'm saying? Now watch this. You said this Jesus, give me Revelations 1:1. I want y'all to hear this out the Bible, and I want y'all to see the lies that we've been taught, okay? And y'all gonna take this with y'all today and share this with your families. Watch this.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So the Bible's saying the revealing of Jesus Christ, okay? Read verse 14. Watch this.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So in the beginning it's saying that Jesus' hair on his head is white and woolly, right?
That's right. Get out.
So what is that showing? That's showing that what? We've been lied to
That's right.
about who our king is, about who our God is. You see that? Remember we just read that an ox knows his owner and the ass knows his master's crib.
That's right.
But Israel don't know. And the Bible says my people don't even consider. You see? So what it's showing it, if we understood that the greatest man that ever walked the face of the earth
That's right.
looked like you, then guess how this is gonna make you feel about yourself? Huh? Yeah, you're smiling. Why you smiling, young sister? Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Why you smiling? You feel great.
Oh, praise
What makes you feel great? That your Lord and Savior is a black man.
That's right.
Watch this. Let me show you how great that is for you. You said you feel great, and I'm going to show you why. You just learned today that Jesus Christ, the Son of God, was a black man.
That's right.
And he's your king, right? Now watch this. Watch what the Bible says about us as a people.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Uh-huh.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So the Bible is telling us that we are a holy people unto the Lord our God. You see that? That's exclusive. That don't mean that the God of the Bible is everybody's God. You see that? So he said, you are a holy people unto the Lord thy God. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Whoa, did you hear that? Have you ever heard that out the Bible?
Bring it out.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
You've heard that out the Bible before?
Yes.
Then watch this. Read it again from the top.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
The reason why is because I love the look on y'all faces when y'all hear this about y'all.
Bring it out.
You see that? Because nobody's ever told you that. Guess what? The teachers in the public school system ain't going to tell you that.
Teach.
In the private school system, they're not going to tell you
Bring it
that.
out.
You see, they're going to teach you about everybody else's culture except for yours. But our culture, our heritage is right here in the King James Bible.
That's right.
And it's been there the whole time.
Bring it out.
Read it again.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Read.
The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because you were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people.
God didn't choose us because we were more in number of people. We were the fewest of all people that he created. But watch this.
But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen.
I'm going to make it simple for y'all. What the Bible is saying is that God made a promise to our forefathers.
That's right.
That he was going to make us the greatest people on the face of the earth. You understand that? And think about this. Think about it. Here in America, everything that's so-called black and Hispanic people, everything that we do, how's it turn out? We're the greatest athletes, the greatest singers, the greatest dancers, the greatest inventors,
Teach.
the greatest construction workers,
Work.
greatest farm workers.
Right.
Everything we do, we're the greatest at. Why? Because God made us that way.
That's right.
You see that? But we've been disconnected from our heritage. Give me that in Jeremiah. We've been disconnected from our heritage. Why? Because we've lost our identity. And I'm going to show y'all what happened to us and how we're going to be back to where God said we're great again.
That's
because
right.
think about this, y'all. Look at our community, right? Look at our community. We live in the project. We live in the hood, right? We live in apartment complexes. Think about your cousins, your brothers, your uncles, right? Selling dope, right? Out here shooting each other, killing each other, filling the prison systems.
Teach.
If God said we're the greatest of all people on the face of the earth, then what happened to us? Why are we not great anymore? Why are we comfortable with being at the bottom? You see? I'm going to show y'all why and how we're going to change it. Because nobody else is going to teach us this. Read.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Come on.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
So, God is saying that your people will discontinue from the heritage that he gave you.
Teach.
Now, remember we were talking earlier, right? What's your name, sis? Olivia. And your name? Sarai? Zariah. Beautiful names. What's your name?
Mary.
Mary. Beautiful name. Beautiful name. So I was talking earlier to the young sisters about all the races on the face of the earth. They still know their culture and their heritage and their nationality and their language and their land.
Bring it out.
And the only people who's been disconnected from that is who? Us. Us. Read that again.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
So Jeremiah is a prophet in the Bible that God spoke to directly and gave instruction to teach his people, right? Jeremiah was a black man.
That's right.
Read.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
So God is telling Jeremiah, hey, you and your people are going to discontinue from the heritage that I gave you. Read.
Shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee,
Huh?
and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
The Bible said, God told Jeremiah, I'm going to cause you and your people to discontinue from the heritage that I gave you. And I'm going to cause you to serve your enemies in a land that you did not know.
Teach.
Whose history does that sound like? That sounds like our history. Black and Hispanic and Native American history. Y'all understand?
Bring it out.
In the 1400s, the conquistadors came from Spain and conquered this land.
That's right.
And put the Native Americans in reservations. Thank you. Put them in reservations. And then what they do to us so-called blacks, they went and got us off the west coast of Africa on slave ships and brought us here and sold us as slaves.
That's right.
Is that true history?
Yes.
That's in the Bible. God prophesied that was going to happen to his people. Now, keep reading on that Jeremiah. Watch this. There's a reason for it. That's what I want to get to, and that's how we're going to show how we change things. Watch this.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
So our God said he's upset with us. Why? Because we broke God's laws and commandments.
That's
Let me show
right.
y'all.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support